comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Three down. Hey, here we go. 280. Hey, 57. Black, come on.
Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Come on now.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
Hey, slow down. Here we go. 280.
Wentz now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, other side, solid. Here we go. 280.
Now Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. The Rams were the highest scoring team in the league last year, and they're on the move early with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Go. 180. Tyson.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man. Equanimous St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Black 58 rail.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Now Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They go play fake. Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It's really something about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to fire one deep open. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Here we go. Waiting.
Now a toss play to Blank. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
At least 5-7. Let's go. Great.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a second and long to start things out. Play action. Now Wentz. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the... And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A big play there with their second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Lutz now to kick this one away. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Mike.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes dancing to his left. Room here to run. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Here's Wentz to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. William Hayes forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go. 120.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Wise motion. Wise motion.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Ready. Green 90. Green.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. An open receiver. That's David Njoku. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sheldon Rankins able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
For Tokyo! Lion!
On play action, it's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now Wentz on third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does the defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
Now he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Let's go.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tight is right. Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfect.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play that time for the Rams. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his tight end, Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Left.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak.
This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Now it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And again, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
Here we go. 120!
On 1st down, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Throw! Mike 41.
Throw! Working from the gun, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
That's Samuel, caught left side. Give him 30 yards there.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
What's good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
81.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Double tight. You got 4.
Here we go. Lady.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
On the toss, this is Blunt. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On the ball. Shorty.
They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Set. 180.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Everyone shoot.
A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Listen.
Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Everyone, Pac-Man. 120. Listen.
Go 58 to Mike. Rabbit.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Wentz. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Go. Listen.
To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 24. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath did it 3 times. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
Double tight.
Please.
3 down. Hey, check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Carl Lawson in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Rolling to his left. Looking deep for Hilton. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
Now Mahomes. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the play.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. This will be caught inside the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Being chased out left, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Carlos Dunlap able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Liz 5-3. Liz 5-3.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Left. Alert, alert. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.